Hey, what's going on, world? It's your boy Titus Peoples, and we are back with yet another episode of When Discussing Strikes. Please like and subscribe to the channel Ultimate Class TV. And for those who are tuning at home, thank you for tuning in. But today we have a very special guest, a good friend of mine. She's a musician. She's a fashion designer. She's all around a trailblazer. And I don't even think she's 25 yet. I don't think so, at least. Blondy Von Dutch is here. Blondy, what's going on?
Going on, man? I'm a little up there, I'm 28, but I'm moving like I'm young, you know?
Well,
What's
yeah,
going on,
like, you
man?
know what I mean? Until your knees get a hold of you, like,
Right.
you know what I mean? But, yo, Blondie, like, how you been?
I've been good, man. I just been working OD, like, you know, just trying to make things happen.
That's great, yo. I'm glad to have you here, like, you know, talk about the fashion. We're going to get into the
Yeah.
drip in a little bit. But, like, yo, Blondie, tell the people where you from.
You know, I'm representing Brooklyn, I'm representing Long Island, you know, all around New York, you know, born and raised. Right now I'm in the Bronx, so shout out to the Bronx.
That's what's up, So, give us a little backstory on yourself, or like what got you here? Like, what led up to this?
Well, man, my first love was film, you know, shout out to DFA. Kind of fell in love with it when I was young. I used to write a lot. I used to write, like, a lot of poetry and a lot of scripts. You know, and my mom's like, she couldn't believe it. Like, she used to bust into my room and, like, steal the papers and read them. Like, yo, how could you even come up with this? So, you know, as I got older, I just was like, you know, what can I do with this? I had all these creative thoughts, and I'm just like, how can I put this into fruition? And I just got into film school, and I was like, I love this, and, you know, I wasn't looking back.
That's what's up. So, and that also jumps into my next question. Like, how did you make that transition from filmmaker to fashion designer? Because I know those are two different films, but they go hand in hand in the
Right.
same sense. Because like, you can't have the film without the drip. Like, your actor has to have the great style and the great fashion.
For sure. Like, it's all, you know, just creative expression. Like, you know, just being yourself, you know, being comfortable in what you wear. I feel like with fashion, it's like, you know, a gateway, you know, to your soul, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone could just look at you and know your mood, you know what I'm saying? And I just fell in love with that. Like, I just wanted to express myself. Same with film, you know, you put a lot into the visual aspect, and when you get dressed in the morning, that's your visual aspect.
Absolutely. When like you lose weight, you could buy the clothes that you want. Because
That's a
like,
fact.
I'm not even gonna lie, when you're like a 5'6", like, it's hard to find good drip in a 5'6".
Yeah,
Like,
man.
let's be honest. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But what inspires the clothes? Like, you know what I mean? Give me a time. Like, what time frame in history inspires your style of fashion?
The 90s.
The 90s, most
90s,
definitely.
man. I remember, like, designers like Carl Kanai, you know, like, just, like, hip-hop, like, music. It goes along with music, you know. Music and fashion go hand in hand when it comes to me. Like, the fashion inspires the music inspires the fashion. So I think, like, the 90s with the overalls and the oversized clothes, like, that's me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if my sexuality was different, I would still dress comfortably, like, you know, baggy. So it's like, to me, it was a dope period in time for music and for fashion.
Absolutely. Yo, that's a great answer. I like that answer. So that goes into my next question. Who do you want to style?
Who would I want to style? Man, that's a good question, yo. He's not a fashion designer, or he's not like really. Dennis Rodman.
He's always had a very unique style.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
he's my inspiration. Like, you know,
Okay,
even though
cool.
he wasn't, you know, a fashion designer or anything, he was so bold enough to be himself. And I feel like even with the dyed hair, like, I used to dye my hair and stuff like that. So it's like, he's not, even though he's a male, he's not scared to jump into different, like, facets of fashion and be like, yo, this is who I am. So with me, that's how I am. It's like, I'm willing to try something crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Not really to stick out just because it's just who I am. So definitely.
That's dope. That's dope. Like, yo, listen, like, you've answering these questions extremely well for a person who's first time on television. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you're doing an excellent job. You're actually doing a greater job than me with these questions right now. Like, I'm actually impressed. I'm
I'm over for you. Let's get it.
Like, how important to you is I want to get it right.
All right, let's go.
The
LBGTQ
Q.
community.
Yeah, how important is
We
that
can't leave the
community to what you're contributing to the game right now?
Well, man, you already know, like, there's so many gay men in fashion, like, killing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for decades now. So it's like, I want to leave space for a gay woman to come in and really just, show a whole different side of fashion. So it's like, yeah, we're crucial. Like, we spice the world up. Like, we bring, like, creativity to the fashion world. We bring love to the fashion world. Like, we bring different flavors, like things you've never seen, because we're just so out of the box. Like, we're trained to be creative. That's just our niche. So it's like, I feel like, the gay community we should be more acceptable to letting them in even more to fashion, to music, to everything, because people could just learn to love it. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So if Beyonce came to you right now and said, Blondy, I want you to design something for me. Surprise me. What would you design for Beyonce right now?
Man, I would design for Beyonce. Damn, I'm sure Beyonce's closet is crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure she has everything. Like, I would design a see-through dress, a see-through sequential, like, monochrome dress, like, with a rainbow, like, shimmer, like, so when she walks, like, you can see hints of, like, the rainbow, but it's, like, a different texture. So, like, just something see-through, something sexy, dope. I don't dress like a female, man, but I'm learning it as I go along, man. Shout out to Jasmine. You feel me? She giving me tips on women's fashion, you know what I'm saying? But
Cool,
I'm learning.
Cool. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Talk to me more about this brand of yours. Like,
yeah, man. Dirty Land Project. It's crazy because the project started as just, it was going to be an art video. And the art video was going to capture different layers of the world, like, like abortion and, just meaningful things about life that we overlook in our society. And it was just going to depict that. Coming from film school, I just wanted to open up to, like, the world about what we're going through, you know what I'm saying? Things that people overlook. So it started as just an idea. And as I grew on into the fashion, I just wanted to make something for me that I could put on, because I was shopping a lot and I wasn't really finding what I wanted to wear. So I was like, man, I should make something. And then just one day I just was like, hey, let me just design something for myself. So it started as something for myself. Now it's for everyone, you know what I mean? And Dirty Land Project is just really about humanity, us versus the world, versus ourselves, us being the problem, being part of the problem, but still constantly working on ourselves as a project. I'm constantly doing projects, you know me. Yeah. I'm a multitasker. I have to multitask. If I don't create, I'm going to die, you know what I'm saying? So it's just being the project and constantly working on yourself. And it's dirty land, that we live in.
Yeah, like the land is pretty dirty.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But you know what? I don't think it's the land per se, because, like, the world is a beautiful world. I think it's the people. I think it's the people in the
with
world.
Pollution, global warming.
Absolutely.
Like, we're dealing with that right now. So it's like, I want to, bring awareness to that. Because, we got a time clock that's counting down. So, we got to pay more attention.
Listen, I've heard some of the world's most prominent people in the field say, if we're not careful, we only have 150 good more years of planet Earth.
That's not enough.
That's not enough.
That's not enough.
And then, right, yeah, and that's something scary to think about, though, but it's something extremely real, to the point where, like, something that's been here for centuries, like, forever, only has 150 good more years if we're not careful going in the direction that we're going in.
Right.
And then it's so sad, because when you bring this up, the first thing that comes into the minds of the folks are, oh, I'm going to be dead. Okay, which is true, you will be dead, but your great-grandkids will be here getting ready for work one day, and then
exactly,
boom, the world is just, like,
that's it,
explode, or, like, cut in half or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a very selfish remark to give. Like,
right.
And I think we should all contribute something now that can help improve the world for our great-grandkids and their great-grandkids and stuff like that. Because it's not about us.
It's not. It's not about us.
You know what I mean? As much as we think it's about us, it's really not. Like, because, like...
the selfishness, man. The selfishness. And I think with the selfishness, a lot of that goes into play with us just not caring. And it just, hey, I put this on the ground. I'm a litter right now. Oh, well. They're not thinking, like, further, like, oh, if I do this, this person's going to be affected, or the world's going to be affected. Like, it's selfishness, We got to learn to kill the hate, and that's my slogan, like, kill the hate, kill the hate within ourselves.
That, kill the hate.
So we can love more and appreciate more. So, yeah, definitely.
Dope. So, take me into the creative process of Blondy. You're sitting at your table, You have your computer open, about to design a shirt. What goes into that?
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic. Okay. Cool.
My friend tells me like, yo, like, ask me the same question. And how I answer this is like, yo, like I'm thinking of a thought. Everything starts with an idea, so I could just be like, hey, what do I want to get across on this shirt? What do I want people to think about? And then that's the first thought. So I create this whole aesthetic around a concept, film school, concept and ideas, and I want to bring art form back to fashion, where you could just look at it and just have your own concept of what this means. So like I just want to touch people in that way, and I want fashion to be looked at as art and not so
like
much as
you very
clothes.
have a Kanye complex when it comes down to your art.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's very complex. Facts. Yeah. So,
no, but like that's dope because like when like you go see a Kanye show and stuff like that, he got the drip on, he got the people standing there with
it
the
could
long...
be so plain. That's the thing.
Word.
It could be so plain, but he has this whole idea that gets the people like involved, and you're like, whoa, I didn't even think of it like that. Like I just thought this was this. So I want to have the same type of impact. Like
it's all about the perspective and how you view things. Like anything that you watch or see can be from a perspective. Mm-hmm. That's the beautiful thing about film.
Exactly.
Or like anything in life, like, because like I could look at this one way, but like from your angle, it looks something totally different.
Yes.
So, all right, yo. The pronouns, like, you are, L, G.
Like they,
yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's crazy.
Do you feel the pronoun thing is a fad or like it's here to stay? Because like me, one thing, I like to identify people right. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like to offend anybody because like I have a weird name. My name is Titus Peoples. So like when I go to the doctor's,
dope, by the way.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So when I go to the doctor's office, people be like, Titus or Tutus. Like I'm like, bro, there's no D, there's no two E's. Like I don't know where y'all getting this from. So I can understand how people can get a little upset when people mispronounce your name or downright totally miss what you are. So like the pronouns.
Check it out. You see when you get married,
absolutely
it changes.
Yeah.
So why can we accept the fact that there's pronouns? Like I could walk into a women's restroom and then the lady be like, am I in the wrong restroom? I'm not offended, but I understand that that's how she identifies me. So it's just, what if I was offended? You know what I mean? It would be kind of weird. So it's like, I feel like people should just accept how people want to be looked at. You know what I mean? Like everybody's their own individual. People get caught up in like just trying to be like everybody else, and then it's like, you got to be yourself. And if you want people to call you that, you know what I'm saying? Let them do it. I have a cousin, I have to respect her in that way. If you respect and you love someone, do it for them. Selfishness. It's not about you. It's about how they want to be looked at.
Exactly. Like, yo, listen.
So I hope it's here. I don't know if it's here to stay. I mean, I see a lot of celebrities coming out as well. Like, I'm no label and this and that. So, the world's getting a little...
You know what? I come from a time where, like, you don't have to understand it, but you have to respect it in a sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, listen, we went to art school, and before I went to the school that we went to, I went to the Art Institute where, like, bro, listen, a person will have on jeans and Timbs one day, and then that same person will have a dress on and a wig the next. So, like, I sort of kind of don't understand how people who went to art school are, like, having a hard time grasping this. Like, yo, bro, you already done had a taste of walking around folks of a different lifestyle, of many different lifestyles. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, listen, if Monday and Friday he wants to be called sir, but Saturday and Sunday he wants to be ma'am, listen, rep y'all set.
I love
like,
it, man. Just be you, man. Just be you. Like, people so scared. Like, people don't accept weirdos, man. It's like...
I wouldn't necessarily call them weirdos, but I'll just call them people. And again, it's not for me to understand, but it's for me to give them that respect.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that they're weird, but it's just like, when you stand out, there's going to be a lot of people standing in your way. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Trying to block you, you know what I'm saying, from being you. And in their minds, it's like, this is unacceptable. I don't understand it. It's weird. And it's like, people shouldn't think that way, yo. Because, what if somebody thought that of you? You going to have something to say. So, You know, there's a lot of people judging
like they
everyone,
have been thinking of that of us for the last 400 years, but like
Yeah.
that's a totally different topic.
Totally, we're gonna have to
Like,
strike that up different.
Word.
Different conversation.
So, what does fashion mean to Blondie right now?
Right now,
Fashion.
fashion means to me passion, perspective, and just deep and meaningful thought portrays of art. You know what I'm saying? It's really artistic. It's like you can't like half-ass fashion. Excuse my language. You can't half-ass it. And the reason I say that is because when I started it, it took me through different fundamentals without me even knowing it. Like I started teaching myself. I didn't go to
Absolutely.
a fashion school. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford it. You know what I mean?
But bro,
But I'm teaching myself as I go along. Like I'm getting into patterns. I'm getting into colorways. I'm getting to just different parts of fashion to a point where I'm learning so much. You know, just being self-taught. So it's like it's super dope. Like the journey I'm on right now.
cool. So, will there be any chances of you getting back into the film world, like heavy into the film world, like the way we were? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I'm still there. So, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's possible. You know, I still want to do the little art movie or whatever documentary or something. I might come out with a Dirty Land Project documentary. You know, stay tuned.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have you back as soon as you
Yeah,
drop that,
we gonna
so
do
you
that.
can
We gonna
talk
get
about
that done. But yeah, I still got scripts to write, man. I still got plays to do. So yeah, it's possible.
All right, cool. So now that the world is opening back up, like there's this young people quote, "We outside," like you know what I mean. So what does Blondie plan to do when she gets back outside?
Touch the people. You know, I spend so much time just creating. You know, it's time now to just, you know, go outside, man. I want to do something where it's like kind of non-for-profit almost. You know,
Non-for-profit.
a
Non-for-profit is always good.
a
I feel that we
non-for-profit
need to get the
clothing line where
non-for.
I'm just creating things for people. You know what I'm saying? And they don't. It's not about the money with me, honestly. Like I have people who support me, but it's not about the money. Like yeah, designers want to get paid for what they do. But at
Absolutely.
the same time, I'd rather people just feel it. Oh, I'm rocking with this. That's enough for me. You know.
You know what? I honestly have the same aspect of thinking when it comes down to my film career. Like I don't necessarily want to be as big as Steven Spielberg and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I'm not actually trying to be on the quest of being like the greatest filmmaker ever. But if I'm walking down the street and a bunch of kids run down on me, yo, bro, we seen that movie, it had us shook. That's enough for
Yes,
me. Like you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not really into having 1,000 security guards or like you can't move
Yeah,
and
no,
stuff
you
like
can't live
that.
your life.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
a
all
little
about,
whack.
you know, touching the people in your community. You know what I'm saying? Getting out of your community so you can spread love. You know what I'm saying? And receive it back. So
Absolutely.
I think we both agree on that, man. Sure.
Yo, so Blondie, explain this fit to me. Like if you had to break down your outfit
Yeah.
right now to me,
Yeah.
like if Kanye came in here and said, "Yo, Blondie, man, like yo, I like that fit, but break it down to me, like
Oh man, this outfit, man, I put together, man, this morning, man, on the whim. But to me, man, I feel like the Players Club and this shit, man. I feel like I'm in Florida or something, but I'm in New York. You know what I mean? Something casual, you know, a little brown coat over a white, you know, long sleeve with some patterns. You know, so we got the Mason Margielas. You know, we keeping it comfy.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? But we keeping it sharp. You know.
Now let's talk about this music, cause like you also had a quick stint doing the audio and stuff
Oh, we
like
still
that.
doing that. We
Oh,
still
so
doing that.
talk
You
to me
got
about
some-
this music.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. It's just a vibe, man. I just make music that you could vibe to. Like, it's not too deep, but, you know, you could kick back, you could listen to it, and you could just be like, damn, it's hard. You know what I mean? So we got
A nice
music on
chill
the way,
vibe
man.
music, like, you
chill
know.
vibe music, like wherever you at, whatever you doing. You at a party, you know what I'm saying? You sipping on something nice, preferably some Henny or something, I don't know. But, you know, it's vibes. Like, shout out to my engineer, Ziggy, TPLS. You know, we
That's
working.
what's up. That's what's up.
Word.
That's what's up, yo. So Blondie, man, yo, it's dope having you. But like, yo, talk to me, like, yo, cause like it's been like a good 4 years
real.
since we've seen each other.
Yeah.
So,
Real, man. You talk to me, man. What's been happening, man?
yo,
Like,
listen, man, like you on my show, I'm answering the questions.
you see,
man.
I try to flip that on you,
You
man.
were nah,
Oh,
but
man.
like everything is good, bro, over
Yeah.
here, like you know. But I'm just glad that you're able to do what you do
For sure, man.
and be in the creative process that you are. So, and another question that I also want to ask you, because 2020 was crazy. How did that affect your creative process?
Oh, man. I just want to say, like, to everybody who's like trying to follow a dream. I'm not trying to be cliche, but anybody who's trying to follow a dream and a passion, like, there's gonna be so many times where you just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I want to give up, but don't do it, because the minute you give up on your passion is the minute you give up on yourself. And I had to learn that. Like, there was times like, I don't know if I could do this. Like, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this to do this. And it's like, you got to stay clear of your passion, because, you know what I'm saying, God won't let you off that. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And you're going to find another road that leads you right back there. So why even drop that? You know what I'm saying? Stay in that car, stay in that vehicle, you know what I'm saying, and keep pushing through whatever you're going through. You know
and that's crazy that you said that, because I was just telling somebody the other day, like, I think I was really meant to do film, because, like,
yeah, man,
every other thing I've tried, I no other door that opened up for
Nothing.
But the minute I said I was going to do film, like, it always found a way back to me.
Yeah, bro.
Even when I thought the Art Institute was over for me, I'm like, oh, damn, man. Like, I got my grandmother on my ass. Like, this is over.
Yeah.
Bro, I think I told you how I found out about the school. I went to a job fair, and then I was like, home health aid, this, that, and the third. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, there's nothing here that I want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm walking. I see this built guy in like a turtleneck giving out pamphlets. Guess who it is? It's Patrick. It's Patrick.
Shout out to Patrick.
Yeah, shout out to Patrick.
Love.
So I walked up to him. I was like, hey, what's this? He goes, good day. You know how Patrick is. Like, you know what I mean? Smooth.
Yeah.
So he goes, yeah, this is our school. It's a film school. Bro, I said, film school? We exchanged info.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a good month and a half. I was already sitting in class.
Wow.
So, like, that just goes back to what you said. Like, different avenues, like, one door closed, a new door opens.
Yes.
And then, right, like, shout out to Patrick and the
Shout
whole
Patrick,
school.
bro.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we learned a lot at that school. And, and I like the fact that...
It shaped me to who I am. Like, I wouldn't probably be who I am today if I didn't go there. So, definitely much love to the school, man, for real.
Word. I like the hands-on aspect of it, too. From day one, everything was so hands-on.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember, man, we used to be in the computer room, man, locking in. Like, I be right, you be in the back. Like, we was tapped in. Like, we was like, yo, we gonna make this happen. Like, it's crazy, bro.
Bro, I mean, why not? Like, you spend that kind of money.
Yes.
Investing in a future, like, it's crazy. Like, we spend that kind of money. Like, nobody wants to spend that kind of money just to end up at a job like Kmart. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's working at Kmart. This is not like an insult or anything. Like, you know what I mean?
Not.
But
invest in yourself. Work
absolutely.
On yourself.
I was just about to say that.
Be the project.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with having a job while going to school.
Definitely.
But when you're at school and you're focusing on a career, like, I think the main goal for everybody is to take what you learn and use that to build a career.
Yes, sir.
Because there's a big difference between a job and a career. Like, you know what I mean? A job is what you go to keep money in your pocket.
That's it, just to survive. You know
Pay your cell phone bill, wash your clothes, like, you know, take a little shorty out on a date.
It's always a dead end, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying, you won't become a boss, but, it's way better to work for yourself, you know?
Absolutely. I definitely agree with you on that. So, Blondie, where can the people find you at?
Yeah, man, you can find me on IG. Blondy_Von_Dutch. That's BLONDY. And you could go on my online store, betheproject.company.site. That's bethecompany.project.site.
All the links will be in the bio.
Yes, sir.
You know. Oh, so explain the Blondie Von Dutch name. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where did the Von Dutch come from?
Well, my real government is Siobhan, you know what I'm saying? Vaughn, you feel me? And Blondie, man, I'm in a whole nother realm, like, to the point where it's just like, yo, it's just, I be acting like a blonde bee. I ain't gonna lie, like, I be having my moments, but I'm like a smart blonde, you feel me? Like, I'm tranquility, man. I be chilling. I'm just a vibe, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to people who be smoking on them Dutches, you know what I mean? You gonna keep it clean, but you know.
Word. So,
paper's good too. Keep it clean though.
Just to get back to the music.
Yeah. Oh, we got some fire coming, but yeah.
How do you create that vibe? Like, you know what I mean? Because I listen to some of your tracks, and guess what? You know, I'm a little older now. I'm doing me. Like, I really don't smoke no more, but, like, I could definitely see myself in the cut in some party. Like, oh, okay. I like this. This is all right. Like, you know what I mean? Nice trickle bounce to it. Ayy.
Yes.
Ayy. Hey, I was listening to some of that. I
Yeah,
was like,
man.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't. I get a little liquor, a little smoke in me, man. I'm just turning into a vibe, B. Like I just be surrounded by vibes. You know what I mean? Just creating the atmosphere, and I just tap in, and then it just goes. You know what I'm saying? I feel music. You know what I'm saying? You got to feel music to make great music. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm creating. I just want people to connect with it. You know what I'm saying? And feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, get your lean on. I saw you over there. That's what you did? All right.
Hey.
Okay,
Hey.
yeah.
Yo, I'm listening to the music last night. I was like, oh, nah, like, this is all right. Like, you know what I mean? I could see old Titus in the party.
Oh, I got something coming your way then.
You know what I mean? Nice little Dutch in my hand.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a little young old cat. Like, you know what I mean? I like to say I'm young and I'm old at the same time.
It's nothing wrong with
because
that.
some days I'm lit, and then some morning I wake up and my knees get to hollering, like my back get to hollering.
Oh, shit.
But Blondie, it was a pleasure having you.
You already know, brother.
And when you drop your fashion project, which is coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Links will be in the bio, and she will be back to talk about that project. But this is your boy Titus Peoples, and you know where to find me.
Yeah, shout out to
I am Titus Peoples, Titus Peoples across the board, and this has been When Discussion Strikes. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Big risk.